Out of the dozens of boards that I got to test out this past week, the Rumble Fish would hands down be added to my quiver, I don't know, tomorrow? Hi everyone, I'm Arielle and I've helped hundreds of people find the perfect snowboard gear for them on Curated.com. And today I got to ride the Salomon Rumble Fish in a size 144. Just so you all know, we are not sponsored by any brands and all of these reviews are completely unbiased. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button to hear more reviews from all of these great Curated experts. I was really excited to try this board. There's a lot of hype around this board as just being kind of that female quiver killer for a little bit more of an aggressive snowboarder. And so I was super stoked to get on this. All the guys were really excited for me to get on it. And day one, I didn't love it. I kind of just felt like it wasn't doing enough. Just didn't understand the hype. And then day two, I fell in love with the control that it provided, the speed that it got me up to, especially in a 144. I tend to ride a little bit longer of a board, but even in a 144 with that rock out camber profile, it held up its speed. And all around, it was a lot more playful than I originally had thought it was, even though it is a stiffer flexed board. So for me, my day one on this board was actually my first day out this season. And I don't think that I was fully in my groove. And I don't think that I was fully up to the par of the rider that should be riding this board, which is definitely that more aggressive female shredder. And then day two, when I started getting my legs underneath me a little bit more and the terrain softened up a little bit, it wasn't as slick out there, I really found kind of a home on this board. And I've even said that it could definitely be my quiver killer, but there are definitely some spots that it doesn't excel as well as some other boards I've been on do. This board is gonna be perfect for your more aggressive, hard charging female rider who's kind of at that height intermediate to advanced. Definitely people who are mainly sticking to those blues and blacks. Definitely some steeper terrain, definitely some uneven terrain. This thing excelled in bumps, it excelled in trees. Who I wouldn't recommend this board for is those first timers and beginners. I think there are some other boards out there that maybe have a little bit more rocker in them that could help out a beginner, whereas this board is a little bit more camber dominant, but it does have some rocker in the tip and the tail as well. So the Rumble Fish is a directional twin. It definitely has a longer nose than tail. You can set your stance however you'd like though to make it work for you. Today was a powder day when I took it out, so I did set my stance back just a little bit to give myself a little bit longer of a nose so that it did kind of just let me float through that powder, and it definitely cut right through a lot of that uneven terrain. This board, out of a lot of what I got to be on, was actually my favorite board to film other riders on. And if you have ever filmed other riders, you know you've got to be on a really stable board that you can really trust. And this under my feet was one of the most dependable boards I've had under my feet in a long time. Although the Rumble Fish is a directional twin, switch riding is a breeze. There's not much difference in the shape on the nose and the tail, so the only thing you're really gonna feel is depending on how you set up your stance, if your tail is a little bit shorter than your nose. But switching edge to edge with your other foot forward was extremely easy. Spinning, easy. Buttering, easy. Pressing, nose, tail, super simple. Although it is said to be a stiff flex, it is extremely playful. I don't tend to like super stiff boards, and this one was really able to do everything I needed to do. This board does have a hybrid profile. It's a rock out camber profile, but because of that, the pop on this one was actually really nice. I tend to really like full camber boards, but the rocker in this one only helped it in that powder that I got to ride today. So like I said in the beginning, this board can seriously, confidently do everything that you want to do on the mountain if you are that hard charging, aggressive female rider. It was super fun, super stable, super confidence inspiring, and y'all should get on it. If you want help finding your next board, click the link in the description and I'll help you find your next setup.